sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 67 of Legends of Ferrari F1, the diecast 1/24 scale model collection from our good old pals at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab these for yourself and get these along with me, head over to the DeAgostini website. There's a clickable link in the description below. You too can have these in your collection. So what have we got this week, I hear you ask? We've got the Ferrari SF24 from the year 2024, driven by Charles Leclerc, and this is the one they used at the Miami Grand Prix, folks. So let's have a quick scope through the magazine and see what we got this week. Tribute to the past there, it says there, to celebrate its 70th anniversary in the US market, coinciding with the start of its partnership with the multi-international computer company HP. The Ferrari team presented the SF24 cars at Miami with a striking new livery that included two of its historic shades of blue, Azzurro La Plata and Azzurro Dino. There you go. Blue on a Ferrari, though. Yeah. I think the drivers wore blue suits as well. It just didn't look right to me. But there she is there in all her glory. Surprising again, look how long this iteration of cars were at this rule set. Fred himself there. Carlos and Charles. Yeah. It says their long-awaited redemption in Miami. We got some information there on the SF24, why the livery was chosen and all of that lot. A reassuring weekend, it says there. Charles there looking rather pensive. Some blurbage and information there on the Grand Prix itself, how the cars fared. And then you got a profile there of a Matteo Toginelli. There you go. I'll give them a read, folks. There's loads of information in these magazines. That's the magazine done. We'll take that out of the way, and then when we come back, we'll have the model on the bench and we'll have a looky look at what we got. And there it is, folks. They come in a nice big, seriously windswept display case there. Got the logo on there. You got Ferrari SF24 Charles Leclerc 2024 for Miami Grand Prix. So what we'll do, we'll drop this out of the case and we'll bring it on the bench and we'll have a looky look around the model for you. And there she is, folks. Traditional top-down view there. I'm struck by how long the car is. Look how wide this front wing is. Stunning. And then you got a really, really long nose there coming up the way there. All your little winglets on there. You got your wheel brows there with the new sponsor logos on. Coming up around the halo there. Again, done in the blue there of HP as per the tops of the wing mirrors. You got the dark stripes there, done in blue. Logo on the side there. Got your carbon fibre inset there where they scoop straight down. And then you got your louvers coming around the sides there. Coming into the rear wing there, that real deep blue there with the logo on the rear flap. And then obviously your suspension all tucked in. Got your little barge boards there integrated into the floor section. Coming up on the side shot there, you got the end plates there on the rear wing even. Pirelli tyres there with the blue wheels. And you can see there how this floor comes up right up high there and curves down underneath the side pods, and then the air is just forced all the way along the side around the rear suspension and scoots out the back there. Got your DRS linkage there, pulling the wing up, and that was enabled. You've got your big old diffuser there, poking out the back there with your single exhaust pipe, little light there. All your vented intakes there for the brakes. And then you got your jaw shot of Charles looming into your mirrors there with a big old front wing there with their curvaceous end plates there. Looking rather beautiful. Very narrow intakes there, folks. Look at that. A little undercut there on the front there. Sends air through into the vents. All the sponsors there along the side. Your Ray-Ban, Seaver Logistics and Shell. All along underneath their sponsors as well. When you then spin the car upside down, you get to see the intricacies of the underfloor section. How the little bib there pokes right out the front, but look at all of these big grooves and vents and all of that lot that just send air around and under the car and out through the back there. And this is where the plank would be. But this was the ground effect era of cars, folks, where the cars basically got sucked down onto the floor. But they developed that porpoising where the car done that type of movement really, really fast. A very sort of oscillating frequency, and a lot of the drivers complained about the vibrations sort of jolting their spines and that. And I can imagine it being quite painful. Quite painful and quite unpleasant, to be quite honest with you. And you can see there how the air goes right down underneath this rear section there, and how sculpted the sides of the car were. And these louvers, these were changeable panels throughout the season where the cars could just swap this out and increase or decrease the amount of cooling that was going on in the engine. So yeah, very, very tightly packed set of side pods and engine covers and that there. Looking inside, you got your PlayStation steering wheel down in there with all the buttonage, no gear lever because it's all flappy paddles. And then obviously deep down in there you've got your cockpit. But look how narrow this little opening has become over the years, where all your side impact protection and that is come in to protect the driver from side impact accidents. It is a notable difference in the modern era of F1, how protected the driver has become. And these little survival cells that they sit in. Yeah, it's phenomenal to see. Absolutely stunning example there of a Ferrari, folks. I think you'll agree with me. Absolutely beautiful. I could look at this one all day long, to be honest with you. So there she is. That is Charles Leclerc's Ferrari SF24 from the Miami Grand Prix of the same year. Looking rather resplendent there. So don't forget, if you'd like to grab these and add them to your collection, folks, pop over to DeAgostini's website. There's a clickable link in the description below. You too can have these in your collection. Also, to help me out, if you can remember to like, share, hype and subscribe. Leave a comment on the video. Really helps the channel grow. Keeps it alive for me. I'm really appreciative, folks. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. Stay safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye.